What's going on, guys? It's Coach Harper here with Grind Behind the Business, man. Listen, I am headed to do some podcasting. I'm trying to find my key here. Where did my key go? Oh, I was sitting on it. Here it is. So I'm going to do some podcasting, man. And today, man, I'm really just focusing on trying to get some good content out to my people through my podcast. And what I usually do is I do 2 podcasts a day. Usually those podcasts touch on some things that my people may need to know, and it's good and it's fun. So I always take this ride and come along with me, man, as we get ready to go podcast. I said, man, like, it's a struggle, bro. Like, really trying to get everything together, but I just look at it like this: like, what else do you have to do? Like, you are, like, I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and so I have nothing else to do but the things that is going to move my business forward. So what I want to do is to do the things like putting out content, because content is what brings people to you. I was in the car today and I saw a box, right? And I forgot what I have in here. Damn. We'll talk about this a little bit later, though. My book. Talk about that a little bit later. All right, so here, man, it's kind of cool. I like it. They got all the information, all of the things that I need to get my stuff done. So even though I still have it too, I just like using the room because it's cool. So we're gonna take a look at what they got. It's a library. Gonna be quiet. So we're set up and ready to go. Let's look at this. I got all of this stuff set up, my lights and everything ready to go. But listen, room got double booked. So I'm usually here for like 2 hours. So today I'm only going to be here for 1 hour. And right now I have about 20 minutes before I have to get out. So I'm going to hurry up and get this done fairly quickly. Quick episode, and you know, I get to use the GH5 today. That's kind of exciting. Hello. This is an awesome camera. I'm here, ready to record. Microphone. So I hope this thing is not autofocus, because we'll be going in and out of focus every single time. But I'm gonna place you guys right here, and you can check out the podcast. Welcome to the Speed to Dominate podcast. I'm your host, Coach Harper. As always, I'm here, and I love to be here with you guys, like I do all the time. Anyway, I'm excited about today because today we're going to be talking about fast twitch versus slow twitch muscles. And I know we talked about that before, but I want to kind of deep dive into fast twitch and slow twitch muscles to kind of see what is the difference and what can we do to actually transform our slow twitch muscles into fast twitch muscles. So that's coming up today, and we're going to talk about that. And also, I just got some announcements, some news. Before we jump into that stuff, man, I have started a very brand new YouTube channel. And so this YouTube channel is called The Grind Behind the Business. And we got another podcast. It's called the Fail to Success Podcast. And so we're doing a whole bunch of different things. So if you want to check that out, if you're a business owner, you're a coach, you got a business, and you're checking me out, then check that stuff out too, because that stuff right there is showing you all of the behind the scenes stuff of what I'm doing. Actually, right now, you're watching me a video, and actually the people are probably right now watching me do this. So it's a really good channel, man. So check it out. Grind Behind the Business on YouTube, and Fail to Success podcast with me, Coach Harper. I might call myself Mr. Fresh. I may or may not, whatever. Anyway, so what sucks is I ran out of space on my computer. Now, I use a MacBook, and I usually have tons of space. I got 2 terabytes of space on my laptop. And for some reason, it went from like 31 gigs left to like nothing. And so I had to keep going back and forth with editing this podcast, man, and it's just ridiculous. Same thing with my phone. So right now I'm using my phone to video this, and every time I use it, it's just like, load this space. Like, so man, somebody send me a video camera or send me a phone or a hard drive that has some space so I can continue to make content without having to erase stuff all the time. This is what's annoying. You know, the toughest part about all of this is, you know, building stuff that takes time to actually make money. So, like, I know a lot of you are out there and you're like, man, you know, it just taking too long and I don't have time and I gotta work and I gotta pay bills and all that stuff. And you'll hear people all the time say, you know, if you really wanted it, you'll go do it, and, you know, you'll start your business and don't worry about, you know, bills and all that stuff. They don't necessarily mean like don't have a job, right? But what they do mean is that you need to focus on the bigger picture and not try to be focused on the right now money. And I know that's hard when you're like, well, how do I pay my bills? And how do I pay I'm gonna lose my car. All of that stuff is just fear. Not even fear, it's just anxiety, right? You're having anxiety about something that you feel like is gonna happen that 99.8% is not gonna happen. And so we come up with these things in our mind that stops us from doing something. And if we concentrate on doing the things that we're here to do, and we just get up and we just work on the thing that God has given us every single day, and we just work at that, and we put our best foot forward with that, then things are going to start falling in line. It's called alignment. You got to get in alignment with what God has for you. And once you do that, then your stuff is going to start taking off. Trust me, it happened for me. Like, many of you don't know that, and I'm going to tell the story as fast as I can because it's very, very hard. It's a very, very long story. I basically was asking God, should I quit my job? And I had my pressure washing business, and I was doing it part-time. I hadn't made more than $11,000. And I prayed and I was fasting, and then God gave me, yo, you need to go ahead on and quit. And how we did that was through Eric Thomas. Like, one day I was asking God, you know, let me know if I should quit. Let me know if I should quit. And I started listening to Eric Thomas one day on the internet, on YouTube, and he literally said, yo, you know you need to quit that job. You know, why are you still working? You know you need to quit that job. He said the reason why you're not going to quit that job and take your business full time is because you don't think you're going to do well. And the reason why you won't do well is because you got one foot in, one foot out. And I literally had just said that to my wife the night before. Like, that same thing verbatim. And so that was like, okay, cool. So I was like, then I went back home and told my wife what happened. I was like, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? And the next day I started listening to Eric Thomas, and he was like, yo, stop asking your wife what you should do. Stop asking your parents what you should do. Either go to your job, give it 100%, or quit and live your life doing your own business and doing your own thing. So that's what I did. And like, literally right after that, money started pouring in. Like, business was doing extremely, extremely well. And so I just say that to you guys just to say, when you get aligned, they're just gonna line up. That doesn't mean that things aren't gonna go bad every once in a while, because they will. But I actually, yesterday, got another booking. I call it a booking, but it's actually an application. So I got another application. So we're looking at my numbers yesterday. So if you haven't watched the video from yesterday, or watched the video from, the day before, you can go back and watch that video. The card should be coming up somewhere, or probably already came up. But watch the video, see where my numbers were. I actually got another one. So remember I told you it was gonna get better once I got off. So I ended up getting 4 leads, 2 applications yesterday. So that's very, very good percentages. Had a very, very good day yesterday. So we're gonna try to continue to do that today. So that's why I'm out here in my spot where I'm going to start doing some video so that I can get more people on my list. All right. Remember, Everything that you do today affects your future. So remember tomorrow. I'm Coach Harper. Talk soon.